So once you're safely under the vehicle, if you look along the driver's side of the transmission, you're going to see your neutral safety switch. Here's the wiring that we're going to be replacing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take both these off first. Let's see if I can get it. Okay, that one's a little stiff. The reason for that is because it has a securing point right here. You just use your little fork tool, pry it away from the switch. It should come right off. And then I can draw this away. Now we're just going to work at giving ourselves a little bit of slack. To do that, we're going to get this off of here. Set that aside because we're going to need it. Remove this tape. And then pull this up. That gives us plenty of room, and now we can get started. So we're just going to separate these wires. So there's 2 over here, 2 over there. We're going to do the same thing on our new one, making sure that they match up. The next thing we're going to do is start by removing one wire at a time. We're going to cut this one. We'll peel back some of the lining here, and we'll do the same thing to this one. We'll connect it in, and then we'll do the same thing down the line to each one at a time. That way there you can't mix it up. And pull that off of there. Give that a nice twist. At this point, you can either solder or you can use these little connectors right here, which I would recommend. When you get them, you want to make sure that you have heat shrink on them. If they don't come with heat shrink, you need to put heat shrink over it because you want to make sure that no moisture gets inside this connection. Slide that right up in there as far as it can go. Now I'm going to crimp it down. Give it a nice tug, make sure it's secure. We've got our new connector here, where this one we cut super close. We're also going to cut this one. This one's going to be the shortest wire coming off of here. So I'm going to cut it up a little bit higher, give myself a little bit extra slack, because that's how I roll. Trim that off. Now we're going to take the coating off of this one as well. Give it a nice little twist. Slide it up in there, as far up in as it can go. Give it a nice pinch. Okay. Nice tug. You want to make sure it does not separate. If it separates, you've got the wrong connector or you didn't crimp it tight enough. This feels great. Let's do the same down the line. So this one, the original one I cut short. This one I'm going to go a little bit longer, like that. Because basically what I want to do is I want to try to stagger these connectors. I don't want them all in one spot necessarily. If I can make them just staggered, it's going to be much better overall. So I cut that front one. So I'm going to do the same thing. Cut the front one on this one. This one, like I said, is going to be longer than the original one. Just like that. We'll splice this. This one in there. Slide it right up and in. Flip it down. This is looking great. It down. Nice. Last one. All right, so this looks great. The next thing we're going to do is melt down this heat shrink so it condenses right up against the wire and keeps all the moisture out. A nice squeeze. Do the same thing to all. Now that we have those done up nice, we're going to use a little bit of electrical tape and we're going to continue by protecting these and keeping them securely together. Perfect. Now we're going to protect the terminal end by using a little bit of dielectric grease. Let's get the wire loom back put over this. Try to keep these wires as safe as possible, of course. There we are. Make sure they're all in there. Now we're just going to put a little sling of tape around the end here just to make sure the wires don't come out, and then we'll connect them back into the neutral safety switch. That one on there. Now we'll just give them a nice tug, make sure they're secure. We're going to put back on that little securing point here for the wiring. Perfect.